Hey, it's Filet, and you're watching Filet TV, the ultimate YouTube channel. I'm the cinematographer, just a dude with a camera. All right, so if you guys have been kind of watching this, you knew I was out having cataract surgery because my vision was getting a little bit bad. So they were told not to do anything, not to bend over, not to lift up anything heavy. So I've kind of done all that, but I had a lot of little things I wanted to button up on the DUNE buggy. And rather than, me sitting here trying to do a video with a patch on my eye looking like I'm Dennis Hopper from Waterworld or something, I figured I would just kind of wait. So anyways, if this is anything you guys are interested in, let's get started. All right, if you've been following along in my videos, you'll know that I just recently had some cataract surgery, and they told me I was going to be out for a few weeks, not able to lift or do anything strenuous, and I have all these fun projects going on. But they didn't see I couldn't sit down and tinker with stuff. So while I was laid up with one eye, I got the battery box installed, got the battery in it, I got all the brakes bled and adjusted, got all the rest of the wiring hooked up, fuel lines hooked up, fuel tank is hooked up. I wanted to keep the shift levers pretty simple because there's nothing easier than just a stock, Bug shift lever. They just are foolproof. So I found these on eBay from my buddy Tim over at 96 Caprice Clone. These are like original early Type 3 or something. I'm not really sure, but they're definitely cool and they're definitely brand new, and they're the 12 millimeters, so they fit on the larger shift knob. So now you see I got all three of them. All right, again, thanks a lot, Tim. I really appreciate you helping me out. I'll go ahead and leave a description down here to his link for his eBay store. All right, thanks again. These new bodies didn't have any kind of conduit for the wiring harness to run from front to rear. And you can see that's about a 1/2 inch. So I didn't really want to, glue any kind of big conduit into place, even though I've seen a few others do that. So I'm trying to come up with a solution to put some fasteners into place where I could hang them. I could hang this harness from zip ties. And what I'm thinking of doing is putting something, the cloth loom cover over this. And then once I get these into place, hopefully they'll hold well enough. You see the idea, but this is pretty coarse. And to get these into here, I may have to resort to using fiberglass resin and really bonding it into place, but I also don't want to clog up the holes to run the zip ties through. I had some other stuff that was like 3/4 inch, but it would have just been such a mess trying to glue this into place. So here's what I'm doing. This is a brand new body. I don't want to put any holes in it that I don't need to hang this harness. As you can see, there's one body mount there, which I will put a proper mount so I can pull it tight. But everything else is going to hang, so I don't really want to disrupt it and glue a bunch of stuff into place. So if these tabs work, then I will continue. I found these little plates that you could run with a zip tie, but the two-sided tape they had on there so far has not been too successful. So what I have been doing is taking the two-sided tape off with a razor blade, hence the Band-Aid on the finger, and I'm replacing it with this Scotch Extreme mounting tape, which seems to be working pretty well. As you can see up here, one of them is the white one and one is the Scotch, and then all the way down I've got those. So the Scotch ones seem to be working pretty well. So I'm just kind of experimenting. And today I'm hoping to get my steering bracket and stuff delivered. So I've got the rest of this hung up. Yeah, I got the project part hung up because I haven't had the steering brackets, but we're going to tend to that today. And then we're going to wire up the front headlights. And we're going to be ready to turn on this electrical system and see how it works. I got this braided type of loom cover. So what I've decided I'm going to do is once I get the roll bar in, which I'm working on now, I'll run a bracket from the roll bar mount all the way to the front mount and pull it tight and it'll hang there. And I think it'll be okay. It's also time to get the roll bar prepped for installation. So as you can see, I ordered just the regular raw steel ones. Stainless steel is quite a bit more. And when you're doing 3 at a time, it's kind of tough. So I did mask it off a bit and test fit it into place, which by myself was definitely something really tough. But I was able to figure out exactly where it's going to sit. And then I took it and cleaned it up and got it ready for paint. Let me show you what I've got going on out here. Okay, so I took some umbrella stands and a couple of wooden dowels, and I was able to stand it up, sand it and emery cloth it, and painted it with a gloss black high heat engine enamel. So it should be nice and durable. So I got a little scuff mark I got to wet sand out and give it a couple more coats, and then I'm gonna let it cure here for about a week until I get it put in. So we'll definitely get back to that one. Okay, as with most parts of this project, you have to drill holes. And I don't really like drilling holes in this new body, but this is the roll bar mounts that we're going to be working on. So here's the mount, and it's got to be clearanced in here to allow it to slip just a little bit to get centered. So I'm hoping this is exactly where it's going to mount. So I got to figure out how I'm going to get in there. All right, so I think I'm just gonna start with a little pilot hole and go from the other side. Okay, I've gone ahead and pushed the bolts through. And that's exactly where the roll bar is going to mount on the bottom. I put these big old honking magnets in here to hold that bolt all the way in place so I can slip the nuts on. Tomorrow I got a couple people coming to help me. We're going to get this roll bar installed. As you can see, this brilliant Bordeaux, and we've got the brilliant lime green and the light purple that I just started putting together right before I went to recovery from my eye surgery. Over here we have the Puma. I figured since I feel better today, I might as well pop some doors and clean all the leaves off of the motor. And that's it. That's all that's going on in the buggy shop today. Okay, so at least I've got some help this time. So the idea is we're going to try and get this in here without scratching too bad. So Austin, you'll go ahead and get on that side. I'm going to get inside here. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Okay, so Austin, get yours lined up. Oh, it's got to come this way toward me. The top part has to come this way just slightly. Because you see, this is what we have to clear. Now I was able to, oh, it's got to go, hang on. It's got to go inside here more. Fuck, how did I do this? No. Hey, see where I'm going with that? And to see if you can get pictures of, let's get this here. Okay, hang on. Okay, that didn't work.
Okay, I noticed what the problem is, that the left and right brackets were flipped over to the wrong side, so my holes didn't line up. But I was able to correct that with ease and hardly any cussing.
Okay, and after all that, we have the roll bar sitting where it needs to be. All I could do is drill those and bolt those through. And like I said, I will then be hanging the wiring harness from that mark. All right, so that's it. Super Bowl Sunday. I'm gonna get back to the game. That's it. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. Myers Manx Builds. Hit the notification bell so you can come along on this journey with me as I complete these 3 DUNE buggies. So, thanks for watching philatv. Ciao.